Hello everyone, this is Friedrich again with War in the Pacific Admiral Edition, the play-by-email game with TF 1377. This is March 20, 1942. We're hoping for another quiet turn as usual, although sinking a cargo ship wouldn't hurt. Man, 0%. Watch this. Well, miss. I don't know if that counts as 0%. Well, we got Dutch subs. I guess that's our saving grace, huh? And that's frustrating. I'm sure it's frustrating to him to get this ship hit, but man, can't sink it. Can't hit any other ships out there. We only got one torpedo. It's possible that's going to survive just fine. And we didn't find this submarine, the I-3. We had 4 destroyers there. None of them found it. So, and the Reliance is going to take its turn, but it gives up. Okay. The moon is coming out a little bit, probably some form of crescent. We don't have any night bombing, and apparently he doesn't either, because it's daylight now. All right, the K-11. I think the other one I didn't catch the number, but it was a 53 centimeter torpedo. This one, sorry, that was okay. No, that one was 53. This one's 45. Anyway, it's now taken a second torpedo. Troops are on board, so we'll see what happens here. And we sink it. Oh no! Man, I did not know the Mark 14 was a 0% torpedo. You know, what are we gonna do, right? Man, that would have been epic. Epic. Okay. I gotta move on. I gotta move on. All right. Okay, we've found some ships. I think that's the South Pacific here. Torres Islands, I'm not 100% sure exactly where that is, but it looked like it was South Pacific. And we're trying to his submarine. All right, so here's our sweep, which I'm glad we got off before his bombers. I mean, before our bombers came in. We'll see if they do a good job. But I'm gonna skip through this. It's just fighter versus fighter. I don't know. This could take a while because they do it at different ranges firing, and it just takes a while. So let's just move forward, right? All right. We shot down four Oscars to no losses. I'm gonna say I'm gonna assume we lost something. It just didn't get reported here. Maybe our side is trying to be optimistic with the report, but I'm not 100% sure how many Oscars we shot down. It could be that some of them decided to land instead of continuing the fight. Anyway, we'll look at the report after this, but certainly cleared the skies a little bit for our B-17. All right, Lily's bombing west of Tarakan. Will they get something? Yep, a disabled non-combat squad. All right. And the Sonyas are bombing our... I saw something about close support. That was interesting. Anyway, no hits here. And no escorts. Interesting. All right, small unit of Kitty Hawks and see if we can shoot down that last Oscar. Okay. Nice. The sky should be cleared for our bomber. Yeah. Nice. I like it. We're hitting runway, and we're actually getting hits this time. And I targeted the port too, but I don't know if we got any hits on the port. Okay, port hits 4. No supply hits, but that wasn't bad. He's trying to put an airfield here, and we're beating it up a bit. So that's a good turn, I think. All right, got some action here to the east. Oh, he spotted our. No, well, I'll take a look when we're done. Confirm all this reports. Oh, a PBY reported. Okay. All right, some things are happening over here. I don't know exactly what, but kind of, it could be my untrained eye, but it also seems to be moving fast. I'm not able to read the messages. Those of you watching this after the fact, of course, can pause and read those, but I'm not catching them quick enough. All right, he's bombarding us here at Napoa, and we will return the favor here shortly. All right, he took squad damage and engineer damage. Let's see what happens when we respond. He's bombarding us at Chufian. All right, Malay Belay, he's bombarding us here. No attempts at attack yet. Okay. We're bombarding in reply. We've got 1, 2, 3 artillery batteries. Actually, I think this one just rolled in under move mode, so it probably will not be firing this time. All right, so we got 1 spot and 1 engineer. Nice. All right, some expansions on some of these hinterland, I don't know how to call it, but backwater bases, but we'll take it. It's all to support the war effort. And we'll see what reinforcements, which hopefully we get some. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Couple of ships. Okay. An aircraft. All right. Be right back. Okay. I kind of want to start here while I was thinking about it. I'm guessing he has carriers moving back into the area, which frankly sucks for us because they're just going to come in and beat us up. And it is what it is. Okay. He's the Japanese. He's in that position to be able to do that. But I am very glad I did not move back over here. And so we will just head to Pago Pago and hopefully get there safely. We also acquired a couple of more ships because they were, for some reason, dead, just sitting here in the middle of the, I want to say ocean, but anyway, in this area here. So yeah, I don't think I don't think our spotters called them carriers, but for them to spot way out here and 4 of 5 detection, he's got to have carrier planes out here scouting. So we're okay. Well, I mean, we should escape with these, and then we've got fighter cover for these. So I'm not too worried about it, you know. And for that matter, I'm not going to take a chance. I kind of wanted to sit here and maybe move some guys back and forth with Luganville. But it's not going to happen. Not with KB in the area now. So why play that game? I'll just sneak out. We don't have any more stuff here, and same here. In fact, we can just absorb everyone. So not the people that are in port, but and I could be gamey. I'm not going to, honestly, for a couple of reasons. But I could be gamey and send out an AKL to take a hit, to have all of his aircraft come out and chase us. But I'm not going to. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if KB is coming out to target specific places like Lafoa, for example, or something, because and now we see what he has here. We don't see how many planes or anything. And this is what I was saying I'm going to do. Take a turn and look at Lafoa again. And then next turn we'll recon that while also sending our heavy bombers. Okay. But I think I'm going to bring my B-17s here after all. I think I'm okay doing that. What I'm going to do is bring my B-17s, and we'll find out soon enough, I think. And I think we got pretty good visibility over Kumok. I'll definitely look over some of this stuff. I'll make sure bringing B-17s is safe. I will. Let's see, where are they? This guy. I will use those to bombard because why not? And so anyway, I just wanted to jump here first and take a look at what we had. These guys got out, so they're okay. We definitely have a lot of fighter cover here. I think we're going to be fine, just fine. 179 fighters. So let's take a look at the losses, and then we'll explore some other things. So air to air, we lost 1. I thought maybe we did. We'll look at what it is, but I'm guessing it was Kitty Hawk. He lost 5, which I'm guessing all 5 are Oscars. 2 operational, 5 operational for him. So 10-3. We'll take that. He jumped up to 50 from 49. Last turn he had 49. I'm not paying attention to this number because it'll show if we lost something, and I don't think we did last turn. Okay. It is reporting that we sank the Ikushima Maru. It was carrying troops, I think, which reminds me, I did not look. But I believe this went up by, I want to say, no, sorry. I'm looking at it. Okay. This, I want to say this went up from, was it 419 last turn? Anyways, 431. Hey, I can't remember. I should probably write this stuff down. But it certainly went up from, in fact, let me take a look and I'll come right back. Okay, I looked and it went up from 417. So he lost 17 points of troops. I'm thinking from that AK that we sank, because I can't think of any attacks or counterattacks that devastated that many squads. So that was pretty big deal, sinking that AK. And also then if it's an element, he can rebuild it. If it's full unit, he'll have to, rebuild it back at home. And that's doable, but it still delays him either way, actually. It delays him quite a bit. So let's take a look at aircraft losses and look at the details here. So 7 Oscars, 5 from air to air and 2 from ops. And yes, all 3 of our aircraft were Kitty Hawks. So we lost 1 in the fighting, of course, and 2 probably landing. Now, he lost a Nell, a Glenn, and a Babs due to ops. So that accounts for his 5 and 5. So interesting. We almost have as many P40Es losses as he does zeros. All right. Which we lost probably, I would say, at least a third of it at the beginning of the war with all the maybe even more, maybe close to, I want to say 100 of them over Clark, defending Clark and Manila. So, yeah, there's been a lot of losses here for both sides, 739 to 849. So, yeah, I'm really glad I did that sweep, though. That helped, I think, get the bombing run, get a good bombing run over there. All right, we looked at ship sunk, which was the one cargo ship. Man, we could add more with these if these Mark 14 torpedoes actually hit. So let's look at this. Good. We lost no pilots, not even wounded. So that's great. We'll just get 3 more Kitty Hawks here, and we'll be good to go. And also, I brought in these P400s. So if he decides to retaliate because he doesn't like what I did here, yeah, we've got P400s here now. So they're already high fatigue, and I even put them on a lower percent. Let's look at this again. Last turn I saw some of these numbers were extremely high, so I think I'm gonna leave them at 60 again. And these Kitty Hawks are up to only 15. Hey, look at that. We pulled some out of reserve and we're ready to keep going. So that's good. That works. I was actually wondering that the other day because I just wasn't sure. So this turn, I, I think I'm just gonna fly cat because I don't want to risk. Well, first of all, fatiguing these much more, but a retaliation, and I'm not ready. And these guys, they did a great job. I'll stand them down 1 turn, and we'll get them back flying again, probably in 1 more turn. This will be nice. Townsville looks like a good base to keep him suppressed here. We can't see how much damage we did based on that raid, but we know we hit the runway, hit the base, hit the runway, hit the port, all those things. Hitting also it's heavy rain here, it looks like, so it's just as well to just chill out and not even sweep or anything, just chill out. So that's good. All right, that was successful. Let's come over here and double check. It looks like if that indeed is KB coming through here, then that means we're safe at midway for a while still. So we're trying to get out of here though. Let's see how loaded. Wrong one. Let's see how loaded we are. We are at 6881, and 185th is still got quite a bit of motorized support to load up yet. So yeah, we're gonna let these guys repair, which, man, that looks so depleted, right, with all the disabled squads. So yeah, this doesn't look good. Um, Also, Yeah. I'll worry about setting. Um, for now, I'll leave this, because he's still here. This unit here, I'll reset to defend Hilo when I get there. There's no rush. They won't build up any, um, what's the word? They won't build up any skill, while they're in ships anyway. So I'm not gonna, worry about it. We'll just we'll just mosey on down. And one of the reasons I'm thinking, I mean, if we counterattacks, we're dead. There's nothing here to hold. All these disabled guys are just going to fold, and it would be devastation. So having this here is kind of pointless, but I'm going to leave it anyway. Let's double check. So our reinforcements are on the way. They will take another, I'm going to say 8 turns, give or take, 8 days. So, but by the end of March, we'll hopefully have our base forces back here ready to operate again out of Midway. Also bring in some air units to fly cover, as well as these PBYs that we got here. So what do we got here? 5 and 5. Okay, 5 are under maintenance. So we had 6, but maybe there was some damage on the 6th one as it flew in. But look, in one turn, the next day, the 22nd, we'll get these 3 aircraft operational. Then this will hopefully expand. We'll get more aircraft up in the air at a time. But yeah, all right. That's good. Good to see. We have some other things going on, but what are they? Okay, that's just our light cargo ship to move stuff around. Okay, this is supply because we want to beef this up, and we're going to keep going back and forth. Kona, I'm going to go ahead and say we need 1,000 supply, which is going to drain from here, which means we're going to need yet more. So we'll keep doing this back and forth. In fact, we'll add another one. Coastal. And why not just send more supplies? I may just get a big cargo task force and just get in here with like several thousand tons of supplies. But yeah. In fact, we could put this on remain on station. Yeah. Remain on station, pick up supplies, bring it here, and then go back. We'll just do that. I mean, we're going to be bringing some supplies with this ship, but it's not even 10,000 supplies. And we're going to have a whole division down here, based here. So it'd be nice to have plenty of supplies. So that's, I hope I'm not jumping around the map too much. These are just, for example, these are just ships. Okay, this is going to Pago Pago with our planes, right? That we talked about that last turn. I'm not 100% sure if it's unloading at Pago Pago, but we got time to think about that. And in fact, KB is coming into the South Pacific, again, my assumption. So Pago Pago is a great place to drop those aircraft off if he's still there when it gets down there. But this dropped off some cargo, that's right, because we wanted to get up over 200K in supplies, probably eat that up and need to bring in another convoy soon enough. I'm not even sure how much is being used versus how much is being made. It'd be kind of interesting to see the variance there. So, but yeah, this guy, he's going to, and he's carrying a bunch of supplies too. But he's going to Midway with troops and supplies. He's going to Hilo with troops and supplies. And our carriers, I basically teleported this carrier group into Mare Island, because I noticed that group reinforcement, we were going to get this Saratoga, and I don't know what that means, if we have to have Saratoga in port or not. But assuming that Saratoga has to be in port, I just made sure it was in port. So that's why that's there. Now, is it there? I mean, it's gray here. I don't know what that means. And it still says 2 days. Last turn it said 2 days. So it's been saying 2 days. Uh, yeah, I just don't know. But anyway, we're here at the base. We'll see if that flips. Now that we're at base, maybe it'll flip to actually arriving. The Lexington is 10 hexes away. I'm going to go ahead and full speed it in also. It won't hurt anything because all this stuff will refuel and we will get all repaired and ready to get back out to sea in short order. So we're okay with these two. We've got these corvettes are coming to meet up with these surface vessels that are heading back to repair. And check this out. So after detaching these two, this one went 3 hexes further. Well, yeah, I'm going to say 3 hexes because I don't know. It's going a different path, so it's hard to tell. But I think it went 2 or 3 hexes further. But even at 2 hexes further, it'll get there a lot quicker. Two every turn. Yeah, it'll. This one went a few hexes, but I'm still banking on it being about. What was I thinking before? I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna say about 20 days, maybe give or take. So mid-April, and this one will probably be there. Um, let's look at this for a second. If it's going, yeah, 10 days maybe, so maybe the beginning of April. So I'm gonna say like April 1 or 2, and this will be there about April 11. So that'll, that won't be too bad either one really. But and then they'll just sit there for half a year or whatever it takes and get repaired. Which reminds me, these are my battleships that are still here. I'm repairing this stuff here. I think as soon as these guys are good to go and leave the dock, including our battleships, which we could speed up, but there's no rush, right? We're not going to bombard Johnston Island anytime soon. So we'll just leave them here. They're all under readiness mode. That's okay. And they all can still repair fully with that. So maybe what I need to do, because look at this. So 63 flotation major damage. That will not repair unless I put it in the shipyard. This is 50 major, and it won't repair unless I put it in the shipyard. And this one, I think I'm going to leave it. Actually, this one is in the shipyard. Okay. And I think I left it there because it's only going to take 139 days and be fully repaired, right? Whereas for example, if I put it in the repair ship, it will take 2 days less time, but we'll still have the major damage. And so why not just take 139 days and be fully repaired? So, and the Oklahoma will still have some damage allocated to it even when the Maryland is fully done. So at that point, I might take the Oklahoma and throw it into shipyard. Okay. Just to at least work some of this down to like 30, the flotation to under 30 damage. I don't know, but maybe by then the shipyard won't be so long either. The Pennsylvania, though, I mean, leaving it here at Pierside might not hurt and work down some of this non-major damage. and because that's none of these are critical, right? None of these 3 battleships are critical to get out to sea anyway. But if you take, this is over a year right there. This is over a year and a half. I mean, not quite, but when you factor in all the steps that it's going through, these 2 are going to take us probably a year and a half. Well, for sure a year. Okay. Maryland, though, in less than half a year, so what is that? About less than 5 months. So, I mean, by what, September for sure, it'll be saleable. So that's pretty interesting. So maybe by October we can be doing some cool stuff. Now well, this is faulty because of the damage, so it's hard to tell. Um, but the Maryland is wow. Okay, so the Maryland does have 16-inch guns, so that's nice. These are 14-inch, and these are 14-inch. So the Maryland, having the Maryland done early might be nice. And again, I don't know enough about the Maryland, but certainly might be a good ship to have out there with us. Compare it to the other ships that we've been using to bombard, right? 14-inch, okay, 14-inch, and 14-inch. So throw in a 16-inch gun battleship. Yeah, that would be nice. Also, do we have it upgraded? Yeah, so we've got the radar. We've got the flak upgraded. Our next upgrade is February 43. So these are June 42 and January 42. Okay, I think I know what happened. By not being in the shipyard, these did not finish the upgrade, but that's okay. We'll get them upgraded when we're ready. There's no rush. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna move on. So, but taking a look real quick here, these 16-inch, 14-inch, and okay, 2, yeah. So these are mostly the older 14 inches, and then the Tennessee 14 inches. So a lot of these are probably going to be great for bombardment action. All right, so that's enough about all of that. I'll have to organize what I'm doing with my carriers, get them started refitting, etc. But since we're talking about carriers, and by the way, here at Pago Pago, this is mainly cargo unloading, so nothing special if you notice all that action. And not the same thing, but this is just some local stuff, small stuff. Nothing big. And these are just ships heading back. Okay, our carriers are already way up here. They left Auckland and just like 3 days ago, and they're already way up here, making some time here. 130 divided by 9, let's say roughly 14, 15 days they'll be back at port. So that'll be great, because when we can get these guys upgraded in April, so yeah, same thing. So, and then of course these are going to, because why not? And I want to repair them, but also reorganize my carrier groups with proper cruisers, destroyers. I just want to make sure I've got a more efficient task forces in my groups. So, and some of these still need upgrades. See, 342, so it'll be 442 even. So it'll be good to get all this just neat, clean, ready to do some action in the Central Pacific. Now because as a result, I do not have my carriers here, but they don't do too much anyway. I mean, I've done some damage to battleships. Surely they're not repaired yet. And I've got fighter cover here. And like I showed, we're leaving here. So I think we're okay. If he wants to try, he may be bored coming out here because we have nothing coming to New Math for some time. And then as soon as he leaves, we have confirmation he leaves. I can get these transports doing some maneuvers here. What he may be doing is literally coming here to bomb the heck out of this. So, and that would not be fun or pleasant. So, yeah. So here we go. Here we are. Next. So we're still trying to patrol the for subs here and here. Clearly not doing anything. And we've got Surabaya covered with anti-sub warfare, but nothing doing there either. So I'm not 100% sure what's missing here, but we did get this safely into port, so that's good. We will unload this anti-aircraft unit, and it will end up at Brisbane. Okay, because the idea is if his carriers, if he says, you know what, I'm going to hit this hard, then we'll have flak there. That's kind of my thought. We have this heavy anti-aircraft regiment already there, and none here. So maybe for this time, while we see his task group in the area, maybe we'll leave it here for now, and hopefully, and it's not unloaded yet. So yeah. All right, good. So unload. Oh, do not unload. Unload. Okay, good. So docked, unload. Should be quick. This is a pretty big port. 9. So, yeah. All right, what else? Talked about reconning this. We're now reconning this. Yeah. Again, I believe that's KB here. And Canton looks okay. Our search arcs cover Baker pretty well. And Baker will be next, trust me. After we take Johnston, we'll bring some troops down to Canton and prepare for an invasion here. And depending on where KB is and what he's doing, we may just take these and then just keep going. I mean, he hasn't taken the Gilberts or all of them yet, or whatever if these are part of the Gilberts, I don't know. But I mean, he took Tarawa, which is probably the best one of the Gilberts. Haven't done any research here, but I mean, technically, Abamama could be upgraded to be the same as Tarawa. Actually, Tabatuea is a better base for air. Okay. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this one, because if we could drop a base force and some engineers, we could have some nice air cover here. So I like that. I like that a lot, because we could keep an eye out over here, keep an eye out for KB movements. But see, here's the thing. It's what is this? Atoll. So again, these are hard to defend unless you have serious air superiority or naval or both, because all he has to do is come with KB, bomb it a couple of turns, and bring in battleships and just shell it to smithereens and then drop troops, and it's a walk-in. Because it's also hard. First of all, it's hard to defend as far as taking losses, because these atolls have no natural defense. But also, you have a limit of troops. Ooh, 60,000. Okay, the atolls I've been looking at have a 6,000 capacity. 60 is nice. You could drop several divisions there. Okay. Good to know. I'm really gonna keep an eye on this one. This will be something I'm gonna seriously consider. Drop some coastal batteries here. Yeah, I think that'll be very interesting. I wish, do we have, okay, we have light AA. We do have, again, we have some fighters posted here, but also these guys I think fly best about 15K. Um, Technically, I guess we could do 20, but I'm gonna leave them at 15. And yeah, these guys drop off dramatically over 15. So yeah. All right. I th- I think things are okay here. I think we're gonna be okay. So continuing up the map, Darwin, nothing really happening here. I'm not seeing any Japanese movements. We sank another cargo ship in this area that had troops on it, which I'm sure is very annoying. I think the K-17 took a couple of shots with uh, what kind of torpedoes? 53s, and it says the 53s sank it, but the K-11 also has 53s. Okay, it looks like it fired one, some of both. Anyway, it's it's fine. We sank a ship here, and it was carrying troops, possibly 17 victory points worth of troops. That's yeah, surely annoying. But yes, it looks like the same things are happening here that have been happening for a while. We missed some tankers up here, which, man, disappointing. Okay. Um, it's possible, now that I think about it, it's possible he's bringing oil or fuel here, letting it go up the rails, and then picking it up somewhere else. But I don't know. That would be, um, that's possibly, like, it possibly would just all get stuck here. So, but yeah. All right. Moving up the again, not ever after he took the southern part of Sumatra, we're looking at like no activity here. Now we're bringing supplies because I don't really want these guys to wither and die while waiting for action. So we're gonna supply the bases and hope for the best. Um, Again, no action going on here. Detection 7 of 10, so he keeps, and 9 of 10 here. He keeps flying recon here. We've got cap, but they're not shooting down his recon planes. What are you going to do, right? So we got a full squadron of troops here, and if after looking here he decides to hit it, we'll see. Hopefully they can hold out some. If it's a determined raid, maybe it'll be a different story. All right. What am I looking at here? I see no movement arrows. Chusien keeps getting bombarded, but we're back to rebuilding this. It's very slow though. Like, I don't know, maybe 3% per turn. So yeah, that probably won't go above 2 before something else happens. I'm surprised there's no movement to take this, not even bombardment. And then he's got troops covering here. So probably just keeping an eye that I'm not going to come out to play. But technically I could. Like, I could move a stack of armies to here, for example, and, well, this is going to be times 2, but still I could bring, like, I don't know, 2,000 AV, and he still couldn't do anything to it. I could take 2,000 AV, hit this hard, like with a shock attack, and then just pull back. I don't know. That's something that seems fascinating to me. I don't know if I'm going to do it this second, but It's an option. Okay. Um, yeah. He stopped bombard. Well, did he even do a bombardment? I think maybe I did one to him. Anyway, no, I didn't because I decided I'm not going to waste ammo. We don't have any good artillery here. All we'd probably be using is core level mortars. I think our artillery is here in either in Luchao or Quaylin. Come on, let's look at it. Artillery regiment. Maybe I should look for Chinese artillery, see where it's all located, and then send it to places that could actually be useful instead of just sitting here or wherever it is. But yeah. But yeah, it feels static. We haven't seen him come up either of these roads yet. By sitting here, I guess we're keeping an eye on his troops up in here. He hasn't crossed the river here, so I don't know what he's going to do. We just have to keep our eyes peeled and hope for the best. He's bombarding us at Malay and leaving these islands to decay. Speaking of, right here, he bombed us right here, and yeah, we're losing these all the time. I'm gonna keep it in. You know what? I'm gonna keep it in combat mode. He by moving here, he's not gonna get any supplies. In fact, I'll just cancel. Let's just sit here and take it. But I wanted to check this because we are moving here. We just moved into the hex. We got 92 miles to go, but all we got is 6 disabled militia sections. So we've got enough of the battalion here. We've flipped to where this is the elements. Okay, that's cool. So now that the battalion is here, let's upgrade this. Let's get it the new troops, and I think I'm going to supply. Where's my supply? I think I'm going to supply these guys because we should be almost done picking up these guys. Let's make sure we're picking them up. Troop. Okay. We're still picking up this. And so there's only 6 left. They've got 12 supplies. I do not need to drop more supplies in their hex. We'll just keep these guys supplied as they slowly work their way. And as soon as the last guys are picked up, we'll switch to picking up these guys. I don't know if everyone will be movable, but we'll do that. Speaking of, let's take a look. I'm probably doing this extremely inefficiently, but we're not bringing over any more. This had 27 engineers for the longest time, and I haven't looked at this one, but it's possible we're not moving any of the. I mean, I can promise you we're not going to be able to move heavy equipment. We have vehicles which we won't move, maybe 3 more engineers, but this motorized support we won't be able to move. So 8/10 EAB. See, engineered vehicles, no. Motorized support, no. So these C-47s have not been doing anything. And they've been flying supply to Luganville, so that's fine. I'll take that inadvertently. But I'll have to look at what I want to move next. And maybe get to where I'm moving these supports back and forth again, or I just don't know. This amphibious corps. Let me look here. Luganville. Let me target Luganville. Like, if Ate, would any of this move over? Could I paradrop it or, whatever. Now, the only thing that would move is these 6 machine guns and these 6 support units, and that would be it. So, no rush to doing that. These are all ready to do something at Kumak. This construction regiment, it's fine. They can want to go there. They're not going to do much on defense or tech anyway, so we'll just leave it that way. Let's see. Okay, Luganville. Now we need to get the 811th, but again, it'll just move these engineers and that's it, right? So I don't know. I kind of feel like, yeah, we still have 2 engineers. We don't have enough support. We need more support here. So I'm not going to move a bunch of stuff to really overtax the support yet anyway. So, yeah, I'll have to think about what I want to move next. Maybe the USN base force, get some of these naval supports over there. Because what do we got here? I don't think we have any naval supports. So, yeah, I'll do that. All right. So, start carrying, troop transport, destination, Luganville. Let's pick up 255th, I think it was. And let's go. So we need more aircraft, but what are you going to do? I'm going to give it one more turn to pick up this 43rd. You know what? There's no point. There's so much more to pick up here that it's just absurd. So what else do I want? I think I'm going to help pick this up. I'm just going to do it. So pick up. $255th. Okay, that's what we'll do. So we'll be bringing over a lot. Well, not a lot, but considering aircraft a lot. So I'm glad I checked that. Again, not much. Now, by the way, this could be more reinforcements, but again, what I'm happy about. So I don't want to lose any of this. I don't want to lose any of this. But if I do, the one thing I can hang my hat on is he focused like a ton of time and energy here at New Caledonia while I was hopefully saving the rest of my men, ships, whatever. So we'll see. We'll see in the long run what this comes to be. But I just looked at the thing and the time, and it's been over 50 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up here. We've got a lot going on behind the scenes. Not a lot of action, turn by turn, but hopefully some interesting things come up soon. I did want to show you one more thing. They got Colorado and Warspite, and they're both ready for action. Okay. They both have the same cruise speed as what I was checking. So when KB's not threatening us, again, I'm not guaranteed that that's KB or anywhere else is KB, but just for safety, I'm going to wait. As soon as I feel safe, I might bring these battleships out and, try to flex some muscles here. But that'll be another time, not this day for sure. All right. Well, take care, everyone. It was enjoyable for me, hopefully for you as the viewer. And don't feel free to ask me questions. I know this is probably posted well after recorded it, but I'm still interested in questions and concerns and critiques because I can still use it and I can hopefully still answer your questions. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.